What's up? This is Six Leaf Clover Fire here, and this is episode 11 of Down the Ladder, the series where I try not to fall down the ladder, but if I do, challenges to get back up and start all over again. So, I was thinking about this game that I played yesterday, and I actually realized why my opponent played b3, which obviously blunders a mate in one. The reason why I think they did this is because they were trying, I think, they realized they couldn't, this bishop is just kind of trapped. It can't really go anywhere. Because if, for example, they did try, then I think they were thinking that b2 would be hanging, but so they were like, oh, I need to develop my bishop. I'm going to develop it by fianchettoing it. That way my opponent can't take. But checkmate. So, again, recap of what not to do for me is get my knight trapped. Even though I won the game, it still doesn't mean I played well. It had three options that I could have easily gone to, like even maneuvering like this would have been fine. But without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's see if I can get a Vienna going. Yeah, okay, going for the Vienna Gambit. They can pre-move e5, just in case they take, which would be really bad for them. Opponent's taking a little bit of time. They must not have seen it before. Or maybe they have and they don't remember what they're supposed to play against it. This will be my first Vienna Gambit on Down the Ladder, though, so that's really exciting. Because before when I played... Before when I played... Vienna Gambit accepted, that's crazy. Before when I played... You have to play this move first. Before when I played e4, I ended up playing a Panov attack against the Carl Kahn. Not a Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo is against the French defense. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Am I supposed to block, or do I just take the pawn? I think I just take the pawn back. I want to castle kingside at some point. Or queenside, even. I think I just take the pawn back. Because it's well defended. Oh, grab my pawn back. It's like, so the Queen's Gambit isn't a true Gambit because your opponent should never accept it. Same with the Vienna Gambit. It's actually even worse for the opponent to accept the Vienna Gambit because, well, then I just get kicked back and it doesn't really have anywhere to go. Okay, that's an interesting try. I can just block. Maybe even pin the knight. I can unpin it. But, what should I do? Should I pin? Should I go here? Should I... that? Problem is, if I play Queen e2, then Bishop's it's gonna be hard to develop it. That's my instinct, so I'm going with it. Recapture with the knight. I don't think my opponent should have done that. And that threatens fork. Or do I have to worry about that? Oh, I have to worry about that. No, I don't, because I can just play g3, actually. So, that's fine. But you have to be careful, because I almost got forked. Okay, so they do that. That's good. A good move for them, but I think... I feel like there are tactics here. Oh, there are. Look. It hits that. So instead of just blindly grabbing the bishop, going for those tactics, I think, is more important. The Vienna Gambit, by the way, is my favorite opening for white. There goes that. But I do have that. Okay. I think just going for the fork, actually. Just kind of wins, right? Gain material, castle queenside. You know what would be hilarious? Can I grab that pawn? I mean, I would lose. Actually, I can. Look, that defends. Like, I could just straight up grab that now. Wow, this is evil. Look, because he can't even... Yeah, he's got to inch over. I don't want to mess this up. Feel like mate could be coming if I play well. Even queen here is nice. Oh man, what do I do? I have plenty of time to think, so just give me a minute. Doesn't that also just threaten some scary stuff? I could just trade. Just grab. Okay, against that, I think, what do I do against that? I have to think. That is kind of a scary looking move. Can I do anything about that? Not bad. That doesn't work. That very much doesn't work. Oh, sorry, spit. Okay, I think just sliding over. Okay, good move. I think we're gonna try to win that pawn. I don't know if it works. Thinking. That work. I mean, it doesn't lead to mate. Thinking. No, that doesn't work. All the way back is just passive, isn't it? I don't want to lose this game, y'all. So thinking. Do that. I'm gonna capture here though, which is fine. Yeah, and then probably go here. First grab. Doesn't work, it just falls to a fork. I'm just trying to rip open lines. Ideally, you know, I could do that. I don't even really need to grab that right now. Maybe something bad will happen, I'll have to. It just falls to a fork. Okay. I'm not seeing the idea. Is there an idea? Oh man. That looks good actually. Because capture or, you know, still lots of scary man ideas. I don't actually think anybody's ever accepted my my Vienna Gambit before, so this is cool. Oh, that's a threat. That's scary. It's not mate. Well, actually it is, because I have my knight. So yeah, the Vienna Gambit's just a destroyer. It's like the god of destruction. That's mate, right? Oops. I'm gonna pretend like I meant to do that. That was a blunder. I'm getting nervous because I messed up and just blundered my. And this knight isn't even really a knight. It's just something. Okay, I'm getting really nervous, y'all. Okay, I shouldn't be because. Yeah. Okay, this should be good. So I did blunder my rook, which was random, but I think I played this game extremely well. Nice fork. Just trying to trade as much as I can. Even with only 2 minutes left, I'm up 10 points of material. I should win. Smart. At this point, the best hope is going for stalemate. Um, um, can leave now. That's the problem. But that's okay. Queen. On my way. Fine. I can stalemate him because I still have because he still has pawns he can move. I thought that was GG at first. Still not. There we go. Alright, so that was a good game. That was a really good game. I played the Vienna Gambit very nicely, I think. Make sure I have that off, actually. Okay. Let's see. I think I played very well. I just got a little cocky, I guess, and my rook was hanging. So, step number 1, never accept the Vienna Gambit. Horrible idea. Because of that. Even worse, actually. Believe it or not, this is even worse. Because this, you guessed it, is a Halloween Gambit. But you are not a knight down. So you have the Halloween Gambit. Look, this is just completely crushing. Yeah. So I call that the Halloween variation of the Vienna Gambit. You absolutely must play this move. If you mess up and do that, you're gonna be in some big trouble. See. So do not do that, Vienna Gambit players. You must play knight f3. Then you can do that. Very nice. Completely fine move. I wonder if just capturing was the way to go, or if this was better. I think I like my move. I'm just capturing. This is a common move, I think. I don't know how I feel about that move. I think this would again, I had valid reasons why I didn't play this. Because well, I could castle queenside. Yeah, now that bishop's bad. So I pinned the knight, and actually I'm glad I did because it actually won me material. Opponent messes up. Oh, by the way, if you do this, you have to remember that this knight right here, it's not on an outpost. So it is undefended, completely undefended. So you have to be careful with it. But this is just a nasty move. And while they do have this, you just block. And now this is protected as well. You can see how the pieces are like really protecting each other. This is just crazy looking. But yeah, threatening a fork. I definitely had some missed ones in here. I know that for sure. A block. I don't know what they were supposed to do. I guess. Well, they had to. Honestly, the best move probably would have been here. Because now that fork is an option. This fork doesn't work. So my opponent had to retreat the queen all the way back to D8. And here's something that a lot of people my level don't fully get right now. And you know, is that you never want to underdevelop or undevelop your piece. Like just like with the knight at the beginning of the game, because they accepted my Vienna Gambit, they had to undevelop it. You don't want to do that. The queen is an exception. Stockfish loves retreating with the queen. I'm not saying like always, but a lot of the time you want to retreat with the queen. This is one of those cases. You needed to retreat with the queen, but because you didn't, and you were probably thinking, oh, I can be in enemy territory and maybe cause some problems. You just get forked, and then ouch. And I think this is a hilarious move. I don't think there's anything wrong with just capturing. But, I mean, this is just evil. I don't think I've ever seen that before. The only thing that's come close to something like this is with the Meitner-Mises Gambit, which is another favorite of mine. It is actually out of the Vienna or the Bishop's Opening. I'm going to show that to you all real quick. Instead of that move, they play very symmetrically. Great move right here. Once you see this, jump in with the Meitner-Mises Gambit. Extremely strong. Fastest capture with the queen instead of the bishop. You slide over, and you have so many threats. It's not even funny. Look at this evaluation. You're down a pawn, but you're up a pawn positionally. It's bad. Black, I'm pretty sure has to play that. Yeah, that's the move they have to make. So look, neither play. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I accidentally viewed the source code. Okay, that is hilarious. You can see neither player can castle. So it's a very fun, very exciting game. But okay. So I also noticed, they can't even grab because my bishop's protecting. Oh, let me take evaluation off. Okay. So, yeah, I think the blunder was not going back. That was a bad blunder. It just goes to show what all can go wrong. I successfully escape. Fun it does that. I like this move. Another move I looked at is that, but it just looks very passive. And my king actually looks kind of weak. Obviously, this move doesn't work, but they could just throw it in there just to get provoke another weakness. But then it would be my move, and I would get the tempo. And if I wanted to take there, I could. Yeah, as you can see, it's disgusting. So I don't mind that move. It gives up a pawn, but I don't really care at this point. I want to trade. So that's almost like a little gambit. Trying to break open something. That bishop is the only thing that's preventing me. So I attack. Like the queen. Queen could take. I don't really care. Actually, queen cannot take. Queen takes, that's mate, I believe. And that's what I was looking at earlier. I keep thinking, well, it's a battery. It's not a battery. So no, that is not me. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, it is me. Okay, and that was a weird laugh. I've never laughed like that before. It's not about the battery. It's about this knight is protected. Okay, so I'm not completely insane. So yeah, this is a nice little trap here. Sliding my my rook over, I think, is a great idea. I mentioned that this move fails because of the fork. Capturing is very nice. It actually threw me off a bit. I was not expecting that. That is what we call a desperado. It's a nice little tactic. So capture, capture. And I had to think again. I had to think a lot. And decided setting something up here to get a mate. I mean, we have 2 pieces and this and this. What's black gonna do? I don't know. I don't know what black's gonna do. Successfully capture. That's it. Okay. Okay, never mind. I thought I played the move now, but I don't. Because that's not defended. I was so used to the square being protected that I was like, oh, that's mate. Because I was looking at this the whole time. See what I mean? So I honestly don't really blame myself for playing this. I don't even know if it would be considered a blunder. Just because I'm up so much material. You know what I mean? And that's not an insult on my opponent at all, by the way. I think my opponent played well. They just had that one critical move. Queen back to d8. It was the critical move that they absolutely had to play. But because they didn't play it, they lost. And also, just do not accept the Vienna Gambit. It is not a true Gambit. It has the word Gambit in it, but it is not a Gambit. Don't accept it. Because if you accept it, you're gonna, well, I can't say you're gonna lose. Like if I was playing against Levy Rosman, I would just get wiped, even if he accepted it. You know what I mean? So, but for most of us normal people who aren't like IMs or GMs or whatever, don't accept it. Just don't. This is a good testimony of why you should not do it. So I throw in a check. Why not? I realize this knight's just hanging over in the corner doing nothing. I don't remember why I placed my bishop here. I think I'm just trying to just squeeze the life out of him, plus opening up this file. Yeah, I just reroute my bishop here. I'm kind of in panic mode because I don't feel like I have much time. Yeah, I saw... Hey, I have a fork, actually. Don't know why my opponent did that, by the way. I think that they were just... Oh! Oh, okay, never mind. He couldn't protect it. So, that fork just wins material. That's pretty crazy. That's a nice little fork. I thought that was kind of clever. I thought this move was pretty evil, actually, because it kind of solves the problem. You know what I mean? Because I just take, and he... Very clever idea. My opponent is purposely trying to run out of pawns. He's like, yeah, take this, take this, take this, and stalemate me. Very, very smart. If I don't know what I'm doing, I could just straight up lose. Pushing, I think, is good. What about just this? I don't think that really does much, actually. Because, yeah, there's just escape. And there's no mate. So, I'm happy with my choice to just push the pawn. Push, push, push. My opponent played the... I blocked my own attack. Oh, I should not have done that. I was just blanking. I should have done this. That would have been a much faster mate. There we go. There's the mate that I should have found. But I was a bit low on time. I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. And I know for a fact there was a much faster mate here. Let's try to find it. Looks stronger. More forcing. I think those are... Oh, no. Can't go there. This is the only move. There we go. So that's even a faster mate than what I found, too, in the game. But I don't think there's anything wrong as long as you're being careful with just continuous checks like this. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, I only had a minute left. Sometimes you can just accidentally find a mate. You know what I mean? So, wonderful game. I am going to be upset if it like gives me like a 60%. Okay. 87.4%. I was going to say, I feel like I had a really, really nice game. My opponent did too. They played well. They played 74.8%, and that's respectable at our level for sure. 1500. That's what I'm looking for right there. I'm looking for games where I can play at a 1500 level because I can feel it. I can feel it inside. I can get to 1500. I know I can. My opponent played at 1100. My opponent played better than our current ratings. That is very respectable. Again, don't accept that Queen's Gambit. They played an excellent middle game too. But wow, my opening. Wow. Okay. We technically went into the end game. I don't know why it didn't show up. Wow. Okay. Let's look at the game with the engine. See what it thinks. Honestly, this is technically a book move. But while this is technically a book move, I'm going to call it a mistake. I think a lot of people would agree with me that this is a mistake. Because look, black has one pawn in material, but evaluation is almost one pawn in material for me. Because that has to happen. This is the move that you have to play. If you do this, look, just know that trouble's coming. I'm going to even say that this is a great move. Just for the fact that you have to play it. I think that's the only good move in this position. I could be wrong. Oops. Sorry. But I do feel like that's the only good move in the position. I don't think this... Yeah, that's not good. Looks weird. So... I mean, it says it's excellent. Yeah. Oh, it's saying this is best. Okay, well... I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, but still, just take my word for it. Play knight f3. You're playing the Vienna Gambit. That's what you're trying to do. d4. That's the idea. Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised that queen e7 is a mistake. I guess the point is, you could probably go for this right now. Okay, maybe not quite yet. But, yeah, you just go back. So, but queen e7, yeah, isn't that good? Yeah, okay, so this is probably inaccurate, right? What do you say? Inaccurate? I don't know, it's taking too long. But, I played the right move, just capturing. d6 is best, yeah. Like I said, that was a pretty common move. From my understanding in the Vienna Gambit. That's a nice try. Okay, bishop b5 is best. So I'm having some nice ideas. Inaccuracy. Go ahead and look at that outpost. This outpost is beautiful. And look. My bishop is x-raying this whole thing. That is a devastating x-ray. That bishop This bishop was one of the strongest pieces on the board. My dark squared bishop was one of the strongest bishops on the board. It's absolutely destroyed. And look at this. This is why I love bishops. Bishop's my favorite piece. I almost said element. Bishop's my favorite piece, and bishop pair. This is why I love the bishop pair. I'm also, speaking of, I'm not sure if I am gonna add the Trompowsky to my repertoire or not. I might. I do love the Trompowsky. It definitely takes kid players out of their element, I guess you could say, or comfort zone. But usually you have to end up giving up your dark square bishop, thus giving up your bishop pair. So, I don't know. I probably still will learn it because the same is true with the Grand Prix attack, which is one of my all-time favorite openings. And you do actually give up your light square bishop, usually, for a knight to double their pawns. But enough about that. Let's continue. This is a move. Okay. Instructional moment. 95. Now, again, at my level, I was so tempted just to grab. Because, oh, it's a bishop pair. Oh. Another thing, though, at my level, is we also sometimes forget about pens. So, I couldn't have even taken it, even if I wanted to, because of this. So, yeah. Anyway, if I could have taken that bishop, probably still not the best move. The best move was knight d5. That is a good move. Here's where a lot of bad comes. Nothing really inherently wrong with this move. It's just that move I think was bad. I'm gonna say this is a blunder. Stockfish says it's good, but practically I think it's a blunder. Because... Oop, no, not that. I don't know what happened there. That's just better. Yeah, queen d8 is best. Now I don't have as much to work with. So, very instructional moment. I'm calling that a blunder. Just specifically because my opponent should have retreated the queen. So if I send this to my opponent and my opponent watches this, I want you to know you're a good player. You played at an 1100 level. Okay? So, just be, I guess, more mindful about bringing your queen back to defend, for example, against this fork. And just to bring your queen to safety in general. So, I feel like that's kind of instructional. Go for the fork. And a double fork. And it is best. Okay. Again, I had no reason that I had to just take here. Reason why? Well, this rook... Well, this rook can move. It actually can't because it's in check because the king's in check right now. So, and they can't even take. Can't even take. So, I can afford to wait before taking the rook, which Stockfish says is an accuracy. Okay. Don't 100% know why. But, okay, Stockfish is saying d5. Okay. Again, it's saying, don't worry about this this rook right now. Attack here. Yeah, where's the knight gonna go? It doesn't really have very many choices. Here? Well, take. Now I can capture. Now I'm sure it's a perfectly valid move. This bishop's going nowhere. It's blocked by their own knight. This rook's still hanging. I could potentially force a queen trade at some point. If the knight were here, I could, well, but the king would still have to stay on this diagonal. If that makes sense. A queen trade would be ideal in positions like these where you're just so far ahead. I know that's a lot of arrows. Basically, if I were able to check and they stayed on the diagonal, then hitting here would force a trade and what have you. So, okay. Slightly inaccurate. I would say it's a good move. Okay. I would say this is also a good move. I see nothing wrong with Queen G2. Queen E6 check. Oh, okay. Never mind. We both missed this fork. So my opponent should have. Even when you're down this much material, you can still play tactically and try to equalize. Because look, this knight's not really going anywhere. So while positionally I'm better and I'm about to castle, materially, it's a bit more unclear what's actually happening. Because this knight's not worth anything. Oh, this rook's not worth anything, though, to be fair. But, yeah. So, here, it's a move we both missed. This really nice fork. That is why this Queen G2 move is inaccurate. But I liked the idea here. Just trying to hit all of this. So I play Rook F1. That is the best move. Could have potentially dropped the pawn. I wasn't worried about that. I'm worried about trying to mate. And you know what? This would also probably be a great move here. Really nice move. Just trying to trade even more material. Okay. So this, yeah, Queen E4 is good. Block. Okay, Queen E2 is best. That's good. What does Stockfish think about that? Doesn't mind it. Doesn't hate it. But it's a little passive, right? So, okay. So I played the best move. Lost a pawn, doesn't matter. Grab. This, yeah, I'm really happy with this move. That was a really cool move. Mate 19. Okay. So, yeah, fork. Again, I applauded my opponent for this move. That's a really nice move. It complicates things for me. Bishop D2. Okay, so Stockfish liked doing that. I didn't want to close off this file, but it would have given me this file, and it wins a tempo on the queen. So I understand why Stockfish prefers this. That's nice. I thought about Bishop D2. I probably should have played it, but that's okay. Fine with the trade. Grab. And then... yeah, so... that's a mistake. If I wasn't up so much material, it would have been a blunder. But to put it in perspective, I went from plus 39 down to plus 6.5 in pretty much an endgame. So it's completely fine. Just picks. Okay, Stockfish. I just want a bishop. Like, come on. I'm not too worried about what Stockfish thinks at this point. Okay, but again, practically that's a cool idea. Eight and 7, yeah, push, push, push. What? Okay, hold on. Why is Stockfish saying this is best when this is clearly best? Now it's saying that's excellent? What? Maybe they take the same amount of time? But it looks like that's a faster mate. Oh, I have mate in 1. Okay, Stockfish gave me a lot of misses. It really roasted me here. But these misses, I don't think really count as like blunders, I guess. The Queen E6. Yeah, that's mate. Okay. I knew I had some misses. You know what I mean? I knew that there were going to be misses here. Yeah, there's a mate. But that's fine. Bishop A3. Bishop A3 is mate. Wow. Okay. Hey, you know, the thing is, I still found mate. I could have found it a lot sooner. Could have found it on move 40. Oh, wow. So this is on move 39. So, wow, okay. It looks like the other path was faster, but this is actually one move quicker. That's insane. But, okay, so I could have found it on move 40, but I found it on 48. Checkmate is a checkmate. Okay, I learned a lot from that game. That's definitely one of my best games. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a puzzle battle. I think that'll be good for me. Probably to play it in every down the ladder video. Unless I play like 2 games, then maybe not. Oh, okay. I got really confused for a second. Black to move. Skewer. Okay, that still works because of the knight. Or the rook. Some of these I'm trying to do intuitively as well. There's the move. Okay. I was like, none of these moves look right to me. Almost a blind swine, but not quite. Also, guys, I'm as much. I said I hate the King's Indian defense. It's not that. It's just not for me. I really don't enjoy playing it at all. I think I'm going to be much happier with the Semislav. Don't worry. There we go. Give me a second. That's okay. Yeah, you have to do that first, and then there we go. Okay, cool. This will help me, I think, become faster at calculations as well, you know. So I think I already said that. That doesn't work. Oh, it's this. Go. Nice. Ouch. Okay. Oh, we tied. Or do I lose? I don't know. Does that count as a loss? I just had that. That was all I had to do. Well, in that. No, wait. Oh, sorry. That way. Okay. I just had that to do. Did I win or lose? I don't know. I don't know how to see that either. I thought this was right. Because I thought... Oh. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? Oh, just capture this way. Got it. Okay, so that's right. I thought this would win a tempo, but you just block. Oh, because you're still threatening mate. That's the point. I feel like my rating went down, so I think I lost. And then I already reviewed that. So, where can I see that? The puzzle... Oh, not puzzle rush. Puzzle battle. You know what? I'm not real worried about it. I don't really care about my rating. It's just a good exercise, I think, to calculate faster. Alright, anyway, I really had a lot of fun with that episode. I think I played really well. I think my opponent played well as well. My opponent played at an 1100 rating, so that's higher than either of our ratings. So I would say my opponent played well. I'm happy with that game. I would say that is a good game. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.